What's up, everybody? How's it going? I am here to deliver to you the next edition of Miami Market Sense Making. I'm Jake Fletcher with RE/MAX Advance Realty right here in the beautiful sunny South Florida weather. And I got some great news for you guys today. The official numbers are out for the month of September from the Miami Association of Realtors. So we're going to just breeze through what they are for single family homes and townhomes and condos. All right, so some really good news and some good information for you guys on this edition of Miami Market Sense Making. So let's jump on into it. So starting with single family homes, in the month of September, there was 1,080 closed sales, which is up 10.4% year over year, meaning that in September of 2018, there was only 978 sales. So good stuff. There was 226 of those sales were paid in cash as opposed to 206. So 20 more sales, not hugely statistically significant, but interesting because we've seen a downward trend in the amount of homes that are being paid for in cash. So that's an upward tick in that trend line, which is interesting. Median sale price is up almost 5%. $377,000 compared to last September, which was $360,000. Big difference there. So home values are increasing. That's good news for you property owners and people who would like to be property owners. So average sale price was $582,000 and some change versus $537,000 last September. That's an increase of 8.4%. Humongous and very statistically significant. So good news. Let's talk about the median percentage of original list price received. So this is, you list it for $100,000 and it only sells for $97,000. You got 97% of the original list price. So this past September was 95.3% versus last September was 95.6%. Not a huge change there and not statistically significant, but we do have a little bit of a bigger change in townhomes and condos, which we'll talk about in a second here. Median time to contract was 57 days. Median time to sale was 104 days, right? So the difference there is the time it takes from going under contract to closing is your median time to sale. The sale happens once the house closes, all right? So in 2018, there was 47 days median time to contract versus 91 days to sale. So things were going under contract a little quicker as of last year, year over year, and selling a little bit quicker. But not a huge change. You're talking about, it's 14.3% change in the median time to sale. But in reality, you're only talking about 13 days, which is less than 2 weeks. It's definitely a sizable amount of time, but it's not a deal killer, right? So to speak. New pending sales, 1,201 versus last September was 1,106. So that's an increase of 8.6%. That's telling us that there are more homes pending in this September than there was last September. New listings, 1,619 versus last September was 1,682. So a few less new listings in this month versus last year's September. And pending inventory, 2,310 versus 2,385 last September. So a decrease in that pending inventory, which is also mirrored in the fact that there are more pending sales in last year's September. So inventory active listings, 6,444 versus 6,652 last year. So a decrease in the active listing. That's telling us that there are less things going on the market, which is mirrored in those decrease in the new listings, and that things are selling a little bit quicker, which is also supported by the months of inventory going down to 5.9 from 6.2. So what that means, month supply of inventory, is if there were no new active listings that came on the market today, it would take 5.9 months to sell what is currently on the market. Okay, so 5.9 months is actually below the average market rate. This is actually what we call a seller's market. So there is high amount of activity happening, which is great news for homeowners who are looking to sell. And if you are one of those homeowners, contact me directly so I can help you out. All right, let's talk about townhomes and condos. Very interesting data here, kind of similar to some of our single family stuff, but some of it's a little bit different. We're going to parse it out. So closed sales was 1,160. So a few more than our single family homes by about 80 sales. That's an 11.4% increase from last year, 2018 in September, which was 1,041 closed sales. So a greater increase in the townhome and condo category in closed sales year over year than the single family homes closed sales year over year. Paid in cash, 539 versus 509 the year before. Another increase in the amount of homes paid in cash. Very interesting, because again, we've seen a downward trend since FIRPTA and other regulations that have caused a decrease in homes that amount of homes being paid for in cash. So interesting information there. Median sale price $245,000 versus $237,000, which is a 3.2% increase year over year. Average sale price $369,000 versus $359,000, which is a 2.8% increase year over year. Dollar volume, $428.6 million volume versus $374.3. That's a 14.5% increase in dollar volume versus a 19.8% increase in the single family homes, which was $630 million to $526 million. So a lot of volume moving in these categories, all right? Median percent of original list price received. There was actually a decrease in this that was more sizable than the single family homes. It went down to 93.7% from 94.7%. So a 1% decrease, actually technically 1.1, but the rounding didn't show that, is about 93.67, which rounds up. And anyways, so about a 1% decrease. So median time to contract, 87 days, and median time to sale, 128 days, versus last year was 70 days to contract and 111 to sale. So that's about a 15% increase in that time to sale, which is about the same as what we saw in single family homes. New pending sales, 1,257 to 1,166. New listings, 2,028 to 2,285. That's a decrease of 11.2% of new listings. So less inventory on the market, and that's going to be supported by our month supply of inventory here in a second. And inventory of active listings is 15,142 to 15,435 last year in September. That's a decrease of about 2%. And our month supply of inventory is 13 versus 13.6. So for the last about 6 months, we've seen our month supply of inventory in condos in Miami-Dade going down, and now we're at 13 months of supply of inventory. Technically still a buyer's market. Anything above 12 months supply of inventory is considered a buyer's market, but from 13.6 to 13 is a 4.4% decrease. So that's good news. Condos are moving a little bit quicker. This could be because there are, a few things. There's less inventory, so there's, people are able to basically sell their condos a little bit quicker. There's less competition, and there's also, there was only a 2.8% increase in the average sale price, which is less than the normal average increase of sale price. So people in the public are perceiving that things are priced at a reasonable amount, right? So there's other things that could be affecting that, but we don't have time for that. This is all I wanted to cover for you guys right now on this edition of Miami Market Sense Making. Hope you enjoyed. Leave any comments below if you have any questions, if you want to hear about any other specific types of information next time, or just in general, if you have something to say, let me know. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Follow all my social media in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to sell smart and buy bold.